Hey everyone, Graham here from the recordingrevolution.com, and today I want to show you a fun little trick to get a thick lead vocal. Now this is going to be a totally produced and somewhat obvious sound, but you might find good use for it. So here's a song where I've got a main lead vocal that we're mixing, and it sounds great, it sounds cool, but stylistically I really thought it could be thicker, and there wasn't really any doubles recorded or anything to make it thicker or widen it up or whatever. Take a listen to it by itself, and then I'll show you a couple of quick little tricks to take any vocal and churn out a thick lead produced vocal. Here we go.
I love your game show. I love your movie show. I love your TV music show.
Right, sounds fine.
And I love your sales show. I'm loving the way you're.
But I wanted it to sound thicker, so here's something I got.
I love your game show. I love your movie show. I love your TV music show.
Subtle, but it's there.
And I love your sales show. I'm loving the way you're letting go. I love your TV music show.
Take it away and it's definitely gone. So here's a quick little way to do this. You obviously probably noticed that the vocal goes from just up the middle to also out on the sides, and you can perceive it, and it's thick, but it's subtle. It doesn't take over the lead vocal. If you have an auto-tune plugin or a heavily tuned plugin, you can totally do this auto-tune type trick, and it's great. So all I did was I took a brand new track and I made an exact copy of the vocals that I wanted to thicken up. Throughout the song, I copied in a few different places. Not all the verses, but on the choruses I copied, and on this intro. So this green track is literally, I just dragged a copy of the performance. So it's identical. But then what I did is I took it into Melodyne, which is actually my tuning program of choice, and try to create a hard auto-tune type sound. So I've called this the auto-tune track just because, Antares auto-tune has become famous for their fast auto-tune, retune speed, and it sounds really produced. So here is what I did when I made really, really hard tuning, and I reduced as much vibrato as I could so it would sound as unnatural as possible.
I love your game show. I love your movie show.
Right? Just hard tuned.
I love your TV music show.
And it's exactly a hard tune of what he's singing up here. And I'll take the effects off.
I love your TV music show.
Right? So I just did the tuned one here.
I love your TV music show.
So if you have an auto-tune plugin, even the really super cheap one where all it does is this effect, or if you have Melodyne or any tuning program, WaveTune, anytime you can make it as hard tuned as you can, suck out all the life of it, all the vibrato, so it sounds totally overly tuned. That's what you want to do to make the track have its own slight pitch variance from the original. So yeah, so I got that hard tuned version right there. And then what I try to do is make it stereo. So I put on, in Pro Tools here, I put on a simple delay plugin. And what I've done is basically, it's a mono to stereo delay plugin. So it takes a mono track and it can make it stereo. And what I've done is have the mix of the right delay 100%. So all I hear is the delay on the right, none of the original. And on the left, I hear just the original, none of the delay. So that really I'm getting like a 46 millisecond delay between the left and the right. So it goes from straight up the middle
I love your TV music
to this.
I love your TV music.
So if you see what I'm doing here, it's a stereo delay plugin that can split my track and just basically delay one side versus the other, and it hard pans, and you notice it's stereo because they're hitting your ears at different times.
I love your TV music.
And you can put that obviously on top of the one in the middle, and you're gonna have all three.
I love your TV music.
So you're getting somewhere. But then I added also a flanger. So I grabbed the stock flanger in Pro Tools. It's the Air flanger, and I just skipped through some presets till I found something that sounded cool.
I love your TV music show.
So it creates somewhat of a warbly, chorusy, affected thing, and it sort of softens it up.
I love your TV music.
So now we're really robotic sounding. And then you put it back through its delay. I've got a cool little trippy delay happening on all the vocals. And what you've got now is this on that left and the right.
I love your TV music show.
And that can simply be blended in with your original lead vocal up top. So you've got your lead vocal.
I love your TV music.
Thicken it up.
I love your TV music show. I love your
Right? So it's like you got three of them singing. It's perfectly going to match the performance because it's the same performance, and he can just get after it.
And now you don't come around no more. And now you don't come around no more.
Take it away.
No, you won't come around. I've been up for hours.
Pop it in when you want it.
And now you don't come around no more. And now you don't come around no more. I know you won't come around. I've been up for hours.
So there's a lot of fun stuff you can play with. I hope that gives you some ideas. The thick lead vocal with like a hard auto-tune effect, that's where it all starts. Just pull a copy of what you got. If you only have one track on the vocals, this is something you can totally experiment with to thicken up what you got. Hope that helps, everybody. This is Graham from therecordingrevolution.com. If you like these tips, if you like the videos, if any of them have helped you, please subscribe. You can do that right on the top of the screen, and that way you will know when each new video is coming up. And if Twitter or Facebook is your thing, and if you like extra content than just the videos, definitely follow on Twitter or Facebook. Then you're going to know when all the posts are going to go live throughout the week. Thanks again for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you on another video so soon.